Albertha Bosman is a multiple award-winning beautician, CEO of Glitz Galleria, an outfit which offers services in makeup, hair, and nails. She is also the founder of the Entrepreneurship Made Easy program, targeted at rising and aspiring entrepreneurs. She holds a BSc in Public Relations from the Ghana Institute of Journalism. She started off as a bidder in 2013 and fully ventured into beauty therapy in 2018 with the aim of making women look simply elegant. With a love for sharing knowledge, she started training other women to own skills in the year 2020 and has since trained over 60 women through her online and physical class. Glitz Galleria seeks to be a brand that impacts beyond beauty and is on a mission to impact, inspire, and motivate aspiring entrepreneurs using her experience coupled with other excelling entrepreneurs. Albertha Bosman, CEO of Glitz Galleria and the founder of Entrepreneurship Made Easy program, is our guest for Women in Business today. Stay tuned.
And there you have it. Albertha Bosman is my guest this morning. Now, Albertha, first off, how are you doing? I know it's a very cool, relaxing, sleepy weather.
Yes.
But how are you doing?
I'm doing so well. Yourself?
I'm great.
I can see.
You started beading. You were beading in 2013.
Yes.
Then you moved into beauty.
Yes.
Why the shift from beading or making accessories using beads to beauty?
Okay, so the vision has been progressive over time.
Right.
So for that period, it was beading. But when it got to 2018, it changed and it moved to makeup, hair, and...
Why is it that the beading wasn't moving as much as you wanted it to? You were not getting the recognition or the clients as much as you wanted?
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was also one of the reasons.
Okay.
It wasn't moving as much.
Okay.
And then the vision and then the passion also moved to beauty.
So before you started beading, what really was the vision for you?
Okay, so the vision in general is to make women look beautiful. So it's everything beauty.
Right.
Yes, within and outside.
Okay, so that's how come you started the beading, then you went to the beauty.
Yes.
Now, okay, that's Glitz Galleria.
Yes.
And then from Glitz Galleria, you started Entrepreneurship Made Easy.
Yes.
Now, before we get to Entrepreneurship Made Easy, tell us about the world of entrepreneurship with you. How are things like, how did it start for you? At what point did you feel that, the beading is not moving too well? I think that when I move into beauty, it would help. What exactly made you make that move?
Okay, so for me, working in the corporate field hasn't been my thing since I was young. So there's this passion, this zeal within me that I just know that I have something to offer and it has to be through being on my own. So that was how come I just knew that, So immediately after SHS, I ventured into beading. So that was how come it happened.
Now, you said working a corporate job has not really been your thing, but you've tried it before.
Yes, I have. Yes.
And it wasn't serving you right. Was it the salary? Was it that the time you were not getting enough time for yourself to do other things? What exactly was it?
Not that at all. But there's one thing about me. I just love adventures. So I love to...
You didn't want anything to restrict you.
Yes, and
you wanted to be free.
Going and coming was like a boring thing for me. I just want to try something daring, risky, So that's how come.
So on your IG, I chanced on a post you made, and in one line you stated that contrary to your temperament.
Yes.
Please explain that lie.
Yes, I don't joke with that line at all because
okay.
I'm actually a very reserved person. I'm very shy. And it marvels me at myself that I'm able to take such risk, to do such things. Sometimes I just sit down and look at myself like, did you really do this?
Okay.
Are you really doing this? And like, it's just the grace of God. That's all I can say. Yeah.
So did you have any training to prep yourself for all these fields you find yourself in now?
Training as
The beading and then the beauty aspect as well.
So for the beading, I didn't have any training, but for the beauty, I had training. I had to go to a cosmetology school to learn how to do all this.
How long did it take you?
It took me 1 year, 6 months.
1 year, 6 months.
Yes.
So tell us about establishing yourself in that field.
In the beauty field.
Yeah, the beauty
okay,
field.
so when I was in the cosmetology school, because I was juggling it together with university, so it was very stressful for me. And I had this mind that I wouldn't want to wait till I'm done with the cosmetology before I get a job.
Okay.
Like as in client or something. So when I go to the cosmetology school and then I'm coming, I wear my uniform, and then what I did for practicals, I have it on all the way from the cosmetology back to campus, just so I can get.
So you were working advertisement for yourself?
Yes, that was what I was doing. So at a point, it wasn't working. So I had there was a day I had to go to the bank to make a deposit. So I went with my uniform and my makeup on. And then when I got to the teller, nobody even said anything. So I told the teller that this is what I do. I did makeup, I did this makeup. I don't have any pictures to show you. So if you don't mind, I could come here the following day, do for the whole staff, don't pay me anything. If you like my work, then you book me.
You opted to do that?
Yes.
How many were they?
I did. Actually, when I told the teller, she agreed. So I was to do for only her the next day. But when I finished with her, I had 6 more join. So I did for 7 that day.
For free?
Yes.
Wow. So how much would you say after you left school, how much would you say you had to pump into starting the business? Hey. A lot.
Yes, a lot, a whole lot, because the things we use, the lights, the chairs, even the products we use, they're very expensive. So I really.
But someone would say that, okay, with a business like that, you don't necessarily have to be like fully set, because as the time goes, you can be buying the things and then all that. So you can even start with just a small makeup set or something. But it's not like that for you. You wanted to be fully set.
No, I didn't wait to be fully set.
Okay.
I had my kits already.
Okay.
But I needed to get lights. I needed to get chair, and then I needed to get other things to complete my kit. You know, because let's say I have a foundation which is not your skin tone.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I get that, and then I can't go work on someone without light, because there are some clients you go work on, their room light is very dark, it's very dim, and you need your light, else you will not do a good job. And then you go, some of them you don't even have comfortable chairs for the client to sit in to work on. So I had to make sure I got a chair, and it cost quite.
So how much in total would you say you spent?
I would.
No, because we are trying to encourage people out there.
All right.
We are trying to inspire others, you know. So
if I can only give a round.
Okay, yes, approximately.
Yes, so let's say around 7,000, 8,000 thereabouts.
To get yourself the necessary things,
the necessary but not even complete sets. Yes.
Wow. So you did that. You got all these things. Tell us about, your first paid clients, because you started doing it for free.
Yes, so I could get.
So you could get the eyeballs and then all that,
yes.
right? So tell us about how you landed your first client who paid you.
My first client, actually, I worked on, and she was supposed to pay.
She was supposed to pay.
She was supposed to pay, but came up with stories and didn't pay.
Wow.
Yes.
How come? Why?
It was the person wasn't really someone I don't know. It's a close person, and then came and told me about an event, and I offered to do it she agreed to pay. But when I took up the offer, she was coming up with excuses. Today, tomorrow, until.
But you had offered the service already?
Yes. And then I had to let it go.
How often do instances like this happen? How do you go about dealing with people like that?
For now, it doesn't but if you're an upcoming, you just completed school, you don't have any client base, you don't have any pictures to show.
Yeah.
Those are some of the challenges you face because most of the clients you meet will feel like they are doing you a favor. Yes, so even if they are supposed to pay you like 500 cedis, they take advantage of it and decide to give you like 50 cedis, 100 cedis. Yes, that's
without putting into consideration your transportation.
Not at all.
The products that.
Not at all, because they feel like they are doing you a favor. They met other people who are doing so well in the field, and then they didn't choose them. And then they come in, they know you get the pictures to show for your next job. So these are some of the things people in the beauty industry face, especially those that are upcoming.
Did you feel like giving up at some point?
Yes, I cried so many times. I felt like giving up. And even as I did all this, but at a point, the job, it wasn't even coming again. So I had to move.
You were not getting bookings?
I wasn't getting anything because then I was working from home. So at a point, I had to sit down, re-strategize, especially when COVID hit.
Right.
It made things worse because nobody was going anywhere to do makeup. Nobody was going anywhere to do nails or nothing.
But it made things worse in 2020 with what you're saying. But in this same 2020, that was when you decided to empower, to train, to help other people in this field as well.
Yes. Before, it happened after. No, it was even before the training. We had started preparation for the first class. And when we started, I didn't have a space. And I didn't want that to be a limitation. So I sat down and thought of what can I do since I don't have a space, there definitely has to be a way. So I decided to use an event center. So I rented a space, we put in all the work, we did so much publicity, and then we had almost 40 people register. And then the class was to take place on the 13th and 14th of March. And then just on the 12th of March, COVID was announced.
Yeah, the lockdown.
Then it affected attendance.
So
the class had to come on.
Right.
So we had less than 10 take parts in the class. So we ran at a huge loss. Huge loss. So after that, everything just went worse. So at a point, I remember someone was telling me that, Alberta, we've been on this beauty thing for a long while. Don't you think it's time to change and move to maybe food or something?
Yeah, because that period, food was really, it was something that a lot of people were going towards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it's not your passion, there's nothing you can do.
Why did the person feel you're a good cook? Are you a good cook?
I try my best.
Right, okay.
So I sat down, I took a retreat just to search within me if it was the right thing to do. But I still wasn't having that urge to go into any other business. It was still the beauty. So I said, okay, then if that's the case, during this period, what can I use it to do? Well, how useful can it be to me? So I started learning how to edit, take pictures, record myself. So that was how come I started a YouTube channel. And then I became my own model because as at then, I wasn't still having enough acts out of my work, like as in what I do. So I became my own model. So I would just wake up, first thing I do makeup, I take pictures, I edit and I post. And then I record videos, how to do this, how to do this, and I post on my YouTube. And that was what I was doing, Facebook all over. And then I realized that it was gaining ground. So I took that opportunity and then I now decided that if that's the case, then why not move the class online?
Okay.
Then I moved the class online. And it did so well. We had people register even from outside the country to learn. So,
let's talk about Glitz Galleria.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship made easy. Let's talk about that whole transitioning.
Okay.
How did it happen?
Okay.
They are two separate businesses,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Two separate businesses. So tell us about how you decided to get into Entrepreneurship Made Easy, because it wasn't easy for you.
Not at all.
Aha, but
Yes. So
tell us
one thing about me, and one thing that I tell a lot of people is, when life throws lemons at you, you make lemonade. So I use my whatever that I go through, and I'm able to overcome. I feel like there are people who are also going through similar things, who if I should share with them my message, it will be a sort of hope for them to also overcome, like look at
and continue moving
exactly.
on. Yeah.
So Entrepreneurship Made Easy came about when I had my first award, and because it really,
what year?
2022, that was last year. So Entrepreneurship Made Easy is barely a year old. Yes.
Right.
So because when the award came, I was working from home. I didn't have a studio. So as the award came, I was like, wow. So it means that my hard work is being recognized.
Yeah.
So I was just thanking God for it, and then the inspiration from the Holy Spirit came that if a body like Goa can recognize what I'm doing, why not I use that as an opportunity to also impact, or to also impact others that are also looking up to be rising, and then also doing so well in their field, that it doesn't matter, you can be working from home and still make it big. So that's how come Entrepreneurship Made Easy.
So you won an award from Ghana Outstanding Women Awards last year.
Ghana Outstanding Woman Beautician.
Woman Beautician.
Yes.
So how old is Glitz Galleria?
So I would say Glitz Galleria, it was actually Complete Woman from 2013.
Okay.
So we transitioned from Complete Woman to Glitz Galleria just last year.
Okay. Yeah. So Glitz Galleria is also barely a year old. It's a baby, just as Entrepreneurship Made Easy is.
Yes.
Now let's come to how Entrepreneurship Made Easy started. What exactly did you do? How has it been so far?
As Entrepreneurship Made Easy, like I said, to encourage, because the target is to encourage, inspire, and motivate the younger ones that are coming up. So far, it's been great, because our first edition that we had last year, we had the old in attendance. We had even someone come all the way from Kumasi, and that man, he should be over 60, and he was so blessed. And he wasn't the only older person that came. We had people in their 50s, we had people in their 40s, and younger ones. But the fact that we had people who are older come to sit in a program like this, wanting to learn, wanting to hear, it did it for me. It did it for me, really.
Tell us about the hurdles that you've had to cross. I know it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yes, but break it down. Take us through that journey.
So one, it has been financial.
Financial.
Yes.
Is it with Glitz Galleria or with Entrepreneurship Made Easy, or both together?
Both. Yes, because, with Glitz Galleria like this, because setting up a place, I didn't have a place, but as time goes on, you realize that the beauty world is evolving. You need to be getting new stuff very frequently. So as it's evolving, you need to be getting stuff. And then there's a level that I've set. I don't want to use fake. And then the original things too, they are very expensive.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure that I get them. And then you get clients, that's not even now, but you get clients who are not even willing to pay you for the service, who are not even willing to pay you your worth. They want to always pay less. So
they will pay you, but they want to pay less.
Yes, wow. And even some would want you to do it for free. And then especially friends. They want to do it for free. And then the day you decide you're not doing it for free, become enemies. So you lose a lot of friends.
So you've had to deal with this. Finances, you've had to deal with losing friends as well.
Yes. Yes. And emotionally, psychologically, because being an entrepreneur takes a lot. You know, you are your own social media manager, you are your own editor, you are your own everything, you are your own accountant, like everything is on you. It's not like you have people, no, everything is on you. So the day you don't show up, then
everything goes south.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. This is a lot. This really is a lot. So would you say that with the beauty industry, would you say it's lucrative?
Yes, it's lucrative. It's very lucrative, but one thing people should also understand is because it's lucrative, we have a lot of people jumping on
it's saturated.
Yes,
it's
and that's where the problem is.
Yes.
Because as an entrepreneur, you should be someone who finds problem and then you give solution and then money comes as a reward. You don't have to jump on it because it's lucrative. That's where we will always have problems. So me like this, I'm into it because I want to make women look simply elegant within and out. So someone can also come on and say, okay, I don't want to do that. I want to go into special effects. That one makes sense. That's, you have a vision, you have a goal that you want to achieve. But a lot of people will just come on because it's for their money. And then when they come, they don't offer good service. They don't even do, and it's just for their money. And it's a bit...
It's a bit, well, Alberta, you know, with what you've shared so far, it's very, very inspiring and it's very detailed because majority of the times you only see the glam on the outside that, oh, she owns this place. Alberta Bosman is the owner of Glitz Galleria and she's also the founder of Entrepreneurship Made Easy. Even when you hear Entrepreneurship Made Easy, it gives you the notion that, oh, then it means she's doing so well being an entrepreneur. Yeah. Are you doing well?
For now, I would say, yes, I'm doing well.
Yeah, doing well.
Yes.
Right, okay, so this is a Women in Business, and I'm seated with Alberta Bosman, who is the owner of Glitz Galleria and founder of Entrepreneurship Made Easy. Before we continue the conversation, food lover special fragrance rice. Yes. Now, if you're looking for a very delicious long grain, beautifully scented rice, yes, this is here for you. The food lover special fragrance rice is here for you. Now, there are many brands of rice on the market today, but if you know what you're looking for, which is best quality, delicious rice to satisfy your family, then your wait is over. Food Lover Special Rice is all you need. Food Lover Special Rice makes all your dishes special. Food Lover Special Rice is long grain, has the perfect perfume, and is perfect for jollof and all your rice dishes. So next time you go to the market, just look for Food Lover Special Fragrant Rice. Food Lover Special Fragrance Rice, Sisemu Nafili. Sisemu Nafili. Right, okay, so Alberta, you've explained the hurdles that you've had to cross. You've told us on the surface the hurdles that you've had to cross. Now, let's come to the monies or the resources that you are getting this from the business, but it looks like you would have to, at the end of the day, push it back into the business.
Yes.
How are you able to be paying your workers? How many workers do you have, by the way?
Okay, so now I work with a team.
You work with a team?
Yes. So what we do is when we go on field, then I pay them.
Then you pay them?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have like
so
a permanent...
It's a team. Yes.
Very interesting. So when you... a client, somebody approaches you that I want you to come and make me up. Okay, you tell the person, this is how much I would take. Okay. So there's a percentage that you give to the other team from that money.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes, yes.
Tell us about how you've been able to cut down costs when it comes to the business. I know that you've mentioned some, one earlier. One main one you mentioned was you are your own model. You were your own model at some point.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go get somebody to pay them and then all that. That's one main thing that you did to reduce costs on yourself. What other things did you have to do?
Yes, so I also had to learn how to take my own pictures, so I don't go get a photographer. So, and also because at a point I was really frustrated that I really want my pictures to look nice.
Quality.
Yes. But I reached out to the photographers I knew. Please, can you help? And tell them, please, can you help me? Can you teach me how to edit? And then they'll mention this amount. And I'm like, so how do I? So I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to edit videos as well.
So you learned how to take pictures?
Yes.
How to edit the pictures? How to take videos? How to edit your own videos?
Yes, I had to. So I could cut down on cost. And then I had to, personally, I had to make it a point to reduce. Actually, I'm not an outing person, but I had to make personal sacrifices. So if I have this dress, I could use it for a very long time. I don't normally buy dress unless maybe I have a very special event and
that's when you use money. You put money into buying.
Yes, and then maybe instead of having 3 square meals a day, I have to cut it down to either 2 or 1.
Wow.
Yes.
Alberta, thank you so much for your inspiring story. Thank you. You have an event coming up, by the way. Tell us about it, please. All
right. So we have this event, Entrepreneurship Made Easy, the 2nd edition coming up. So it's actually meant for rising and aspiring entrepreneurs. So if it's meant to encourage them and also teach them on how to discover their niche, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they just wake up and say, I'm an entrepreneur, but you don't even know
what your target market is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very necessary that as an entrepreneur, you need to know that.
Yeah.
So that is what this event seeks to achieve. So it is coming up on the 10th of June, which is next month. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
It's starting 8:30 a.m. So if they want to reach to register, it's also a free event. So you're not paying anything. So if you want to register, you can call or WhatsApp 020-866-3509. 020-866-3509 to register.
It's amazing how things are going on currently, we are still having free events to attend. God bless you for that. Alberta, thank you so much for coming through and sharing your story with us. So where's Glitz Galleria located?
So Glitz Galleria is located at La Trade Fair, adjacent to Gas Furniture.
Okay, okay. So on the 10th of June at
Nat Hall
at
Abraka.
Yes, come and learn how to identify your market's niche. If you know you want to be an entrepreneur, this would definitely help you. My guest today for Women in Business has been Alberta Bosman, who is the owner of Glitz Galleria and founder of Entrepreneurship Made Easy. I hope you've learned a lot from her.